Well, that is definitely a long way to go, and wasn't even sure I'd make it after the first few injuries. It's a wee bit sad, all the halfway markers in the whole burned out section, but that's half of the land up here is like this right now. So, but it was that's a great place to make it to. And now we're just going to keep walking and figure out how to get the next half to be done in 2/3 of the time. Because it's already, July 15th, and really was thinking I'd be done in mid-September, but this is really 3 months since I started, so that's seems like a tall order, but the terrain, especially in Oregon, is supposed to be very fast. Just don't, it doesn't have the huge elevation changes like we've been doing over the past couple of days. And so we don't have these whole half a days where we're doing 1 mile an hour grinding uphill. So this is where a lot of hikers really get into the high 20 and 30 plus mile days, believe it or not, which is really mainly doable because you can maintain a much higher speed over the course of the day. So I don't know how to feel about that. I feel like walking 30 miles is going to be tough no matter how fast it is. But maybe not. Maybe the reduction in effort from not having to climb mountains all the time will make it easier to do, and maybe it'll seem even less strenuous. So, I mean, realistically, it's going to be easy. We've been doing anywhere from 25 to 28 mile days, and that's including some of these big hills. But the downside to that is that we've been hiking really long days, where we'll be leaving at 6 o'clock or earlier, and we don't really get into camp until like 8 o'clock or 8:30 or sometimes even 9, and that's not as enjoyable as obviously getting in at 7 or 7:30 and having a couple of hours of relaxation and eating time. So we're pushing it because we get slowed down by these big hills. And by now, most PCT hikers are feeling the pressure of whatever schedule they are bound to. The people who have jobs waiting, or school, or maybe it's just money. This is where the people start realizing, hey, it's been 3 months, and there's, everybody needs to kind of ramp up those miles and get moving. So we'll see. Right now, I feel like the terrain better calm down pretty quickly, because it's hard to do 14-hour days or whatever we're doing and get these miles with these big hills and the heat we've been having. So really hoping for some more rolling, flatter terrain, and then but then we can start celebrating 30-mile days. Maybe someday we'll hit a 40-mile day. That just seems so out of reach right now, but you never know. Today is the first cool, cloudy morning in I don't know how long. Last night I woke up in the middle of the night and swore my tent was being overrun by mice. Because all you heard is a little tick, 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 pitter, 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 pitter all over the place, and it actually turned out to be a little sprinkling of rain, which has been an extremely rare occurrence on this trip. I believe it's the only the third time that I've seen any rain. So, and then it rained a little sprinkle on us when we first woke up, and now we got a nice cloud cover and a breeze. Really could have used this the last couple of days, so the timing is definitely off. But it's been a nice morning so far. So we have about 9 miles, 8 miles, something like that, to get into the town of Chester, California, and we will probably do a Nero, meaning a near zero, meaning we get in. Probably going to this hiker hostel that we've heard everybody talking about, where you can either stay in a bed or camp. I am fine with either. It's a donation based only, so that's really nice. You get to sort of gauge your donation to the luxuries you get, and so we'll get in, we'll get a place, and get our chores done, and stay overnight, and then leave tomorrow morning. And that's what's called a Nero, because you don't take a full day off or a full 0-mile day. So I don't know what the town of Chester is really like. It could be a fantastic hiker town, or it could be less than that. But normally, it's a big enough town. It's got a nice supermarket, so we'll have to be doing a resupply of food, and then it will be on to the towns of Old Station and then Bernie, and we'll be getting closer and closer to the Oregon border at some point. So my goals really recently are to kind of speed up. I want to, I've always thought I would hope to make this in mid-September, finish this in mid-September if fires and other things allow me to. And so that kind of puts a little bit of pressure on. And in my case, it's kind of a good pressure. I kind of like the challenge of doing this, so it's going to work out pretty good. What's this, another rest stop already?
Just curious if you want me to try to get something while
Oh, no. So much destruction. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, for now, that'll do it, and next update later.